on to serve the subsequent mega arcs of the series, being Whole Cake Island and Wano. Both of these take a very active effort to address almost every issue that became glaringly apparent in Dressrosa. Take setting for example. Instead of a single location, Whole Cake Island takes place in a greater empire of islands. The locations vary pretty radically from island to island, and there's also the seducing woods, the tea party atop Whole Cake Chateau, the entirely separate and stunning dimension of the Mirror World, and in fact a lot of the arc climax takes place at sea. So Oda is always changing the setting of the action just enough to avoid that state of Dressrosa fatigue. In terms of time, rather than a single day, Wano so far has taken place over the course of several weeks, which even at its slowest, and it gets pretty slow, still feels like we're making progress because we are not frozen in the same hour, maybe even the same minute of the same day. And as for the characters, well, whilst Whole Cake Island and Wano feature an undoubtedly larger cast than Dressrosa, they are integrated and introduced at a more merciful and narratively pleasing pace. And we are at the point now where Oda has seriously tightened and almost perfected this mega arc formula, which is a stage we never would have been able to achieve without our initial Dressrosa experiment.
Dressrosa was an arc that needed to happen.
There was definitely some creative juices flowing.
It was one of the key turn points in the story.
It made the world of One Piece even bigger than what it was before.
But the practice in this arc really served to make the next few on Whole Cake Island and now in Wano really stand out in terms of their continuity and reading ease.
So for everything it took, Dressrosa did pay back its narrative debt with interest. So much so that half a decade later, I think there's a great retrospective appreciation for it. And not just the good